Welcome everybody to the Lords of Misrule production of As You Like It. We are incredibly proud to present this play, which we've been working on since May. This is our closing night, so you should get the best and most rehearsed performance. We are also not expecting too much rain. If it starts to drizzle, we will reevaluate the situation, but we're hoping for good weather. So thank you for those of you who came back after last week's rained on performance, and those of you who are new. I do want to give a huge shout out to two folks, Kate Walker and Louisa Norton. Although they are listed as stage manager and dramaturg in the production, or in the program, they have really played a hugely influential and more of a directorial role. So thank you to them, and I hope you enjoy the show.
As I remember, Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will, but poor 1,000 crowns, and, as thou sayest, charged my brother on his breeding to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jaquez, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. For my part, keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. For call you that keeping, for a lady of my birth, that differs not from the stalling of an ox? Besides this nothing that he so plentifully gives me, the something nature gave me, his countenance seems to take from me. He lets me feed with his hinds, bars me the place of a sibling, and as much as in him lies, minds my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will no longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam. Thou shalt hear how he will shake me up.
What make you here, sir?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
Why then, sis?
Marry, sir, I am helping you to mar that which God hath made. A poor, unworthy sister of yours with idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and be not a while.
Shall I keep your hogs, and eat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
You, where you are.
Oh, very well, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom?
Better than him I am before knows me. I know you are my eldest brother, and in the gentle condition of blood you should so know me. The courtesy of nations allows you my better in that you are the firstborn. But the same tradition takes not away my blood were there 20 brothers betwixt us. I have as much of my father in me as you. Albeit, I confess, your coming before me is somewhat nearer to his reverence.
What child?
Come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
But that handsome villain!
I am no villain. I am the youngest child of Sir Roland de Bois, and he is thrice a villain that says such a father begot villains. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take this hand from thy throat till this other had pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Young masters, be patient, for your father's membrance be at accord.
Let me go, I say!
I will not till I please. You shall hear me. My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You have trained me like a peasant. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore grant me such exercises as may become a lady, or give me the poor allotry my father left me by testament. With that, I will go and buy my fortunes.
And what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I'll no longer be troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend you than becomes me for my good.
And get him with you, you old dog.
Is old dog my reward? Most true. I've lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He would not have spoke such a word.
Is it even so? Begin you to grow upon me. I will physic your rankness, and yet give no 1,000 crowns neither. Wait, Adam,
Of course, your worship.
was not Charles, the Duchess's wrestler, here to speak with me?
So please you, he is here at the door, importunes access to you.
Send him in.
Tomorrow to your worship.
Come, Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
Oh, there's no news. But the old news, that is, the old Duke has been banished by his younger sister, the Duchess, and 3 or 4 loving lords have gone into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the Duchess, so she gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
Oh, no, for the Duchess's daughter, her cousin, so loves her, being ever from their cradles bred together, that she would have followed her in exile, or died to stay behind her. She is at the court, and no less beloved of her aunt than her own daughter.
Where will the old Duke live?
They say. He is already in the forest of Arden, and many merry men are already there with him, where they live like the old Robin Hood of England. They say many young gentlemen flock to him every day, where they fleet the time carelessly, as they did in the Golden Age.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duchess?
Marry do I, sir, and I came to acquaint you with the matter. I am given secretly to understand that your younger sister, Orlando, hath the disposition to come in against me disguised to try a fall. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and any that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit them well. Your sister is but young and tender, and for your love I would be loath to foil her, as I must tomorrow if she come in. Therefore, out of my love for you, I came hither to acquaint you with all, that you might stay her from her intending, or brook such disgrace well as she shall run into, as it is a thing of her own search, and altogether against my will.
I thank thee, Charles, for thy love for me, which thou shalt find I will most kindly requite. I had some news of my sister's purpose herein, and have by underhand means tried to dissuade her from it, but she is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good parts, and villainous contriver against me, her natural brother. Therefore use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break her neck as her finger, and thou wert best look to it. For if thou dost her any slight restraint, or if she do not mightily grace herself on thee, she will practice against thee by poison, trap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee till she hath taken thy life by some means or other. For I assure thee, it is almost with tears. There is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak but brotherly of her. But if I am to anatomize her to thee as she is, then I must blush. Thou must look pale and wonder.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If she come in tomorrow, I'll give her her payment. And if she ever go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more. So God keep your worship.
Farewell, good Charles. Now will I stir this gamester. For my soul, though I know not why, hates nothing more than she. And yet she is gentle, never schooled, and yet learned, full of noble device, of all sorts enchantingly beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of the world, especially of my own people who best know her, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestling shall clear. Nothing remains now but that I should kindle the girl thither, which now I will go
Rosalind! Rosalind! Rosalind, be merry! Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier? Unless you can teach me to forget a banished father, you cannot learn me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy aunt, the Duchess, my mother, so that thou hadst still been with me, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine. So would thou, if the truth of thy love to me were as righteously tempered as mine is to thee.
Well then, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my mother hath no child but I, nor none is like to have, and truly thou shalt be her heir. For when what she has taken away from thy father with force, I will render thee again in affection. By mine honour I will, and when I break this oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my rose, my sweet rose, be merry.
Henceforth, I will, cuz, and devise sports. Let me see, what think you to falling in love?
Do, I prithee, for sport withal, but love no one in good earnest, and go no further in sport than with a good blush thou may in honour come off again. Ah, who comes here?
Monsieur Lebeau with his mouth full of news.
Which he will put on us as a pigeon feeds its young.
Well then we will be news-crammed.
We would be more marketable. Well, good day, Monsieur Lebeau. What's the news?
Fair princess, you have lost much good sport.
Sport? Of what colour?
Colour, madam? How should I answer you? As written fortune will.
Or as the destinies decree?
Well said, that was laid on with a trowel.
Well, nay, if I keep not my, rank.
Thou losest thy old smell.
You ladies amaze me. I would have told you of good wrestling of which you have lost the sight of.
You tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell the beginning of it, and if it please your ladyships, you will still see the end of it. The best is yet to do, and here, where you are, they are come to perform it.
Well, the beginning, that is dead and buried.
There came an old man with 3 sons.
I could match this beginning with an old tale.
3 proper young men, full of excellent growth and presence.
With bills on their necks, be it known unto all men by these presents.
The eldest of the 3 fought with Charles, the Duke's wrestler, and Charles overthrew him in a moment, breaking 3 of his ribs. There's little hope of life left in him now. And then Charles served the second, and then the third. Yonder they lie, with that poor old man, their father, making such pitiful dole over them that all of the beholders take his part with weeping.
Alas.
But what is the sport, monsieur, that the ladies have lost?
Why, there's that I speak of.
Why, a man may grow wiser every day. This is the first time ever I heard of breaking of ribs was sport for ladies.
Or I promise thee.
Is there no other here that would long to see his broken music in his sides? Is there any else that dotes upon rib breaking? Shall we see this wrestling cousin?
You must, if you stay, for here is the place appointed for the wrestling, and they are ready to perform it.
Ah, yonder, here they are coming. Let us stay and see it.
since the youth will not be entreated, her own peril on before witness.
Is yonder the person?
Even she, madam.
Oh, alas, she is too young. But she looks successfully.
How now, daughter and cousin? Art thou crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There is such odds in the woman. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade her, but she will not be entreated. Speak to her, ladies. See if you can move her.
Summon her hither, good Monsieur Le Beau.
Yeah, do so, I'll not be back.
Excuse me, Madame Challenger. The princess has called for you.
I attend to them with all respect and duty.
Madam, have you challenged Charles the Wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is the general challenger. I come but in, as others do, to try with him the strength of my youth.
Lady, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength. If you saw yourself with your eyes, or knew yourself with your judgment, the fear of your adventure would counsel you to a more equal enterprise. We pray you, for your own sake, embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
Do, madam. Your reputation will not therefore be misprized. We will make it our suit to the Duchess that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein, if I be foiled, there is but one shamed who was never gracious. If killed, but one dead who was willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a place which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
The little strength I'll have, I will give it to you.
And mine to eke out hers.
Very well. Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
May you have your heart's desires.
Come. Where is this gallant youth that is so desirous to lie with her mother earth?
Marry, sir, but her will hath in it a more modest working. You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace, you shall not entreat her to a second, who hath so mightily persuaded her from a first.
And you mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before. But come your way.
By Hercules be thy speed, lady!
I would I were invisible, that I could catch the strong man by the leg.
Oh, excellent lady!
Oh, would I had a thunderbolt in mine eye, I could tell who I would down.
No more, no more! I beseech your grace, I not yet will breathe.
How dost thou, Charles?
You cannot speak, my lady.
Bear him away. Bear him away.
What is thy name? Orlando, my liege, the youngest child of Sir Roland de Boynes.
I would thou hadst been child to some man else.
The world esteemed thy father honourable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, hadst thou descended from another house. But, fare thee well. Thou art a gallant youth. Would thou hadst told me of another father?
My father loved Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world was of my father's mind.
Good cousin, let us go and thank her and encourage her. My mother's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Miss, you have well deserved. If you do but keep your promises in love justly, as you have here exceeded all promise, your mistress will be happy.
Wear this to me, one out of suits with fortune, that could give more, but that hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
Aye, very well.
Can I not say I thank you? Oh, my better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
She calls us back. My pride fell with my fortunes. I'll ask her what she would. Did you call? You have fought well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have with you.
Fare you well.
Oh, what passion hangs these weights upon my tongue. I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown. Or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place, albeit you've deserved high commendation, true applause and love. Yet such is now the Duchess's displeasure that she seeks to misconstrue all you have done.
Thank you, sir, and pray tell me this, which of the two was daughter to the Duchess that here was at the wrestling?
Neither if we judge by her manners. But yet indeed the taller is her daughter. The other is daughter to a banished duke and detained here by her usurping aunt to keep her daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. But sir, I can tell you that as of late that this Duchess hath taken such displeasure against her gentle niece, that on my life I fear that her malice will soon break forth. Sir, fare you well.
Oh, unhappy youth! Your brother. No brother. Yet the son, yet not the son. I will not call him son. Him I was about to call his father. Hath heard your praises, and this night he means to burn your lodgings where you used to lie, and you within it. He know this. He will have other means to cut you off. I overheard him, and his practices. That is no place. That is a butchery. Fear it, abhor it. Do not enter it.
Why, whither, Adam, wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so long you go not there.
I rest much bounden to you. Fare you well. Thus must I, from the smoke into the smother, from tyrant Duchess unto a tyrant brother, but heavenly Rosalind.
Rosalind! Cupid have mercy, not a word.
Not one to throw at a dog.
No, thy words are far too precious to cast away on curs. Come, throw some of them at me. Lame me with reasons.
Then there were two cousins laid up. When the one be lamed with reasons, the other mad without any.
But is all this for your family?
No! Some of it is for my future family.
How full of prize is this working day world.
They are but burrs, cousin, thrown upon thee in a holiday foolery. If we do walk out of the common paths, our very petticoats will catch them.
I could shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart.
Hem them away.
I would try if I could cry hem and have her.
Well, wrestle with your
Oh,
affections.
they take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Oh, good wish upon you. I believe you will try in time in despite of a fall. But, turning these jests out of service, let us speak in good earnest. Is it possible, on such a sudden, you could have fallen so strong a liking with Sir Rowland's youngest child?
My father, the Duke, loved her father dear.
Does it therefore follow that you should love his child dearly? By this kind of chase, I should hate her, for my mother hated her father dearly, and yet I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate her not for my sake.
Why? Does she not deserve it well?
Let me love her for that. And you love her because I do. Look, here comes the Duchess.
With her eyes full of anger.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, Aunt.
You, cousin.
Within these 10 days, if that thou be found so near our public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace. Let not the knowledge of my fault bear with me, if with myself I hold intelligence. Never so much in a thought unborn would I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If their purgation do consist in words they are as innocent as grace itself, let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
But your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
So was I, when your highness took his dukedom. So was I, when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lady. Oh, if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor. Well then, my liege, mistake me not so much to think my poverty is treacherous.
Good sovereign, hear me speak.
Celia, we stayed her for your sake, else had she with her father ranged along.
Well, I did not at that time entreat for her to stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young then to value her. But now I know her. If she be traitorous, then so am I. We went inseparable.
She is too subtle for this, and her smoothness, her very silence and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Now open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce then that sentence on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You, niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honour and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Oh, Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change thy parents? I would give thee mine.
I have more cause.
No, have not. I pray thee, be cheerful. Know you not that the Duchess has banished me, her rightful daughter?
That she hath not.
No? Hath not? Rosalind lacks then the love that teaches her that she and I are one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No. Let my mother find another heir. Therefore devise with me how we may go and where we may fly, and take not your grief upon you, and bear your burden yourself. But now, by this heaven, our sorrow is pale, and say what thou canst. I'll go along with thee.
Oh, why? Whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle in the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger that will be to us maids as we are to travel full so far. Beauty provoketh will soon be bold.
But I'll put myself in a poor and mean attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face, the like do you. Therefore we shall pass along, and we shall not stir assailants.
Were it not better, given that I am more than common tall, that I did suit me, all points like a man. A gallant kirtle axe upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hands, and in my heart lie there what hidden woman spear their will. We'll have a swashing and a martial outside, as many other managed cowards have that do outface it with their semblances.
What shall I call you when you are a man?
I'll have no worse a name than Jove's own page. So look, you call me Ganymede. But what will you be called?
Something that hath a reference to my state. No longer Celia, but Aliena.
But cousin, what if we essayed to steal the clownish fool out of your mother's courts? Would he not be a comfort to our travels?
He'll go along over the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Now, let's away. We'll gather our wealth and our jewels together and devise the fittest path and the safest way to avoid pursuits that will be made after our flight. And now we go in content to liberty and not to banishment.
Now, my comrades and brothers in exile, hath life not been more sweet than that of prated pomp? These woods more free from peril than the envious courts. Here feel we but the penalty of Adam, and the changing seasons, and the icy wind which, when it blows upon my body, and I shrink with cold, I say, this is not flattery. These are the counsellors that freely tell me what I am. Such are the uses of adversity, which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in its head. Here, we are free from public haunt. We see tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything.
I would not change it. Happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Yes. Well, let's go kill some Vanessa!
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be. Some villains of my court will consent and sufferance in this.
my lady, the Roynish clown at whom so oft your graces want to laugh, is also missing. The princess's gentlewoman Hesperia confesses that she secretly overheard your daughter and her cousin much commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did but lately overthrow the sinewy Charles, and she swears that wherever they are gone, that the youth is surely in their company.
Send to her brother. Fetch that gallant hither. If she be absent, bring her brother to me. I'll make him find her. Do this suddenly, and let not such an inquisition quail to bring again these foolish runaways.
Oh, Jupiter, how weary are my spirits.
I care not for my spirits if my legs were not weary.
I could find it in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel and cry like a woman, but I must comfort the weaker vessel as Douglas knows how to show itself courageous of petticoat. Therefore, courage, good Aliena.
I pray you, bear with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I would rather bear with you than bear you.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Aye. Now mine Arden. The more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place. But travellers must be content.
I be so good touchstone. Look, who comes here? A young man and an old in solemn talk. And that is the way to make him sworn new still.
Oh, Corin, that thou knewest how I do love him.
I partly guess, for I have loved ere now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth thou was as true a lover as ever sighed upon a midnight pillow. But if thy love were like to mine, as sure I think did never man love so, how many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn into by thy folly?
Into 1,000 that I have forgotten.
Then thou did not love so heartily. If thou rememberest not the slightest folly that love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. And if thou hast not broke from company abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe. Phoebe. Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching of thy wounds. I have by hard adventure found mine own.
And I mine. I remember when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take that for coming a night to Jane's smile. And I remember the kissing of her backlet and the cow's dugs that her pretty chopped hands had milked. And I remember the wooing of a peas cod instead of her, from whom I took 2 cods, and giving her them back again, said with weeping tears, "Wear these for my sake." We that are true lovers get into some strange capers, but as all is mortal in nature, so is all nature in love mortal in folly.
Thou speakest wisely than thou art aware of.
Nay, I shall never be aware of my own wit till I break my shins against it.
Jove, this shepherd's fashion is much upon my fashion.
And mine, and yet it grows something stale within me.
I pray you, one of you question yon man. If he will for gold give us any food, I faint almost to death.
Holla, you clown!
Peace, fool. He's not thy kinsman.
No cause.
You're better, sir.
Else they are very wretched.
Peace, I say.
Good even to you. And to you, good sir. To you all.
I pray thee, would the love of gold in this desert place by entertainment bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed? His young maid would travel much oppressed and fain the succor.
Fair sir, I pity her and wish more for her sake than for mine own that my fortunes were more able to relieve her. But I am shepherd to another man. His coat, his flocks, and bounds of feed are for sale, and at her sheepcote now. By reason of his absence, there is nothing you will feed on. But what is, come see, and in my voice most welcome shall you be.
Who is he that will buy his coffee pasta?
That young swain you saw here but ere while.
little cares for buying anything.
I pray, if it stands with honesty, buy then the cottage pasta and the flock, and you shall have to pay for it at us. And we will mend thy wages.
I like this place and could willingly waste my time in it.
Indeed, the thing is to be sold. Go with me. If you like upon report, the profit, the soil, and this type of life, I will, your very faithful feeder be, and buy it with your gold. Right suddenly.
Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and sing his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall we see no enemy, but winter and rough weather.
More, I prithee, more.
It will make you melancholy, Monsieur Jack.
I thank it. More, I prithee, more. I can suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs. More, I prithee, more.
My voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing. Come, another stanza. Call a new stanza.
What you will, Monsieur Jaguars.
I care not for their names, they owe me nothing. Will you sing?
More at your request than to please myself.
Well then, if ever I thank a man, I'll thank you. Now, sing, and you that will not, hold your tongues.
Who doth ambition shun and loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats and pleased with what he gets. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall we see no enemy, but winter and rough weather.
Forbear and eat no more.
I have eaten none yet.
Nor shalt not till necessity be served.
What kind should this cock come of?
Not that despondent man, or rude despiser of good manners, that in civility you are lacking.
You touched my vein at first. The thorny point of bare distress hath tamed from me the show of smooth civility. Yet am I inland bred and know some nurture.
What would you have? Kindness will force more than force shall move us to kindness.
I almost died for food, and let me have it.
Come, sit about table and eat.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me, I pray you, I thought all things had been savage here, and therefore put I on the countenance of stern commandment. But whate'er you are that's in this desert inaccessible, under the shade of melancholy boughs do lose and neglect the creeping hours of time. If ever you have looked on better days and know what 'tis to pity and be pitied, let gentleness my strong enforcement be, in the which hope I blush and hide my sword.
True it is, we have seen better days, but sit ye down in gentleness, so that take upon command what help we do have, so that all your needs may be ministered. You see, in this wide universal theatre, the scene what more dreary pageants than the play that weareth.
All the world's a stage, and the men and women merely players. Oh, they have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. Oh, his acts being 7 ages. Oh, at first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and the whining schoolboy with satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Oh, and then the lover, oh, sighing like furnace, with a wilful ballad maid to his mistress's eyebrow. And the justice, in fair round belly, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, And so he plays his part. While the 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, spectacles and nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose, well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shrank, and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all. Oh, that ends this strange, eventful history. Second childishness. A mere oblivion. Oh, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste. Oh, sans everything.
If you are the good Sorrel's child, as you have kindly whispered that you are, I do see he's actually living on your face. Know that I am the Duke that knew your father, the residue of your fortune. Come, take my hand, and come to my cave, that though your knees are being better at stand.
Not see her since. Oh, sir, that cannot be. But were I not the better part made mercy, I would not seek an absent argument of my revenge, thou present. But look to it. Find out thy sister, wheresoever she is. Seek her with candle, bring her dead or living, within this 12-month, or look thou no more to seek a living in our territory. Thy lands and all things that thou dost call thine worth seizure, do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy sister's mouth of what would think against thee.
Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my sister in my life.
More villain now. Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of such a nature make an extent upon his house and lands. Do this expediently, and turn him going. Hang there my verse, in witness of my love. And thou, thrice-crowned queen of nights, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale sphere above thy huntress's name that my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their barks my thoughts all character, that every eye which in this forest looks shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive she.
How like you the shepherd's life, Master Touchstone?
Truly, shepherd, in respect of itself, it is a good life. In respect that it is a shepherd's life, it is naught. Look you, as it is a solitary life, I like it very well. But as it is a private life, it is a very vile life. As it is a very spare life, it fits my humour well, but as there is no more plenty in it, it goes much against my stomach. Hast any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
No more, but that I know. The more that one sickens, the worse at ease he is. And he that wants money, means, and content is without 3 good friends. That the property of rain is to wet and fire to burn. That good pasture makes fat sheep. And that a great cause of the night is lack of the sun. And that he that hath learned no wit by nature nor art may complain of good breeding, or comes of a very dull kindred.
Such a one is a natural philosopher, shepherd. Wast ever in court?
No, truly.
Then thou art damned.
Nay, I hope.
Thou art damned, all on one side, like an ill-roasted egg.
For not being at court. Your reason.
If thou never wast at court, Thou never sawest good manners. If thou never sawest good manners, then thy manners must be wicked. Wickedness is sin, sin damnation. Thou art in a parlous state, shepherd.
Not a whit, Touchstone. Those that are good manners at the court are as ridiculous in the country as the behavior of the country is most mockable at the court. You told me you salute not at the court, but you kiss your hands. That courtesy would be uncleanly if courtiers were shepherds. Sir, I am a true laborer. I earn that I eat, get that I wear, owe no man hate, envy no man's happiness, glad of other men's good, content with my harm, and the greatest of my pride is to see my ewes graze and my lambs suck.
That is another simple sin in you. To bring the ewes and the rams together, and to make your living by the copulation of cattle. To be bored to a bellwether, and to betray a she-lamb of a 12-month to a crooked-pated, cockerly old ram, out of all reasonable match. If thou beest not down for this, the devil himself shall have no shepherds. I cannot see how else thou shouldst escape.
Oh, here comes young Master Ganymede, my new mistress's brother.
From the east to western Ind, no jewel is like Rosalind. What? Her worth being mounted on the wines, through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosalind. Let no fair be kept in mind than the fair of Rosalind.
I'll rhyme you so 8 years together. Dinners and suppers and sleeping hours accepted. It is the right butterwoman's rank to market.
Out, fool.
For a taste. If a hart do like a hind, let him seek out Rosaline. If the cat will after kind, so be sure will Rosaline. Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosaline. They that reap must sheath and bind, then to a cart with Rosaline. Sweetest nuts hath sourest rind, such a nut is Rosaline.